Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel of Astrologer Anil Aggarwala. Today we will be talking about Jupiter-Saturn conjunction for individuals as per the Nadi Granthas. I have written so many articles on Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. Jupiter, the 9th and the 12th lord of the natural zodiac, and Saturn, the 10th and the 11th lord of the natural zodiac. Now this conjunction is very important, and they form a Raj Yoga also, and Jupiter gets Neech Bhang Raj Yoga also, and Jupiter at the time of conjunction will also be Vargottam, and Jupiter Vargottam in any sign is treated as if he is in a Mool Trikona sign Sagittarius and is strong, although it is in enemy sign, but it is also with the debilitation lord, and the debilitation gets cancelled, and it is a very important conjunction. Anything in this universe will not happen until unless Jupiter and Saturn activated as per the double transit of Jupiter and Saturn. So friends, let us talk about what is the outcome of this. In astrology, if any two planets are together, when they go in each other house, they give the results of their significations and the houses. Now, Jupiter and Saturn are together. Jupiter is the 9th lord with the 11th lord and the 10th lord. And Saturn is the 10th and the 11th lord with 9th and 12th lord. So, and Jupiter is also, success. Jupiter is also, increase in the things, increase in what, good things, you can say wealth. When we talk about wealth, Jupiter is the main planet. When we talk about Bhagya, Jupiter is the main planet. When we talk about children, Jupiter is the main planet. So for our success and increase and prosperity in our life, Jupiter is very important. So when Jupiter goes in the sign of Aquarius, it will give the results of Saturn, because it was with Saturn, and it's a result of the 9th house, the Bhagya, and the 12th house. And when Saturn goes in the sign of Jupiter, it will give the results of Jupiter. So, and it will also give the results of the 10th and the 11th house. So friends, on this basis, Nadi Grantha has some parameters which have to be seen for a particular individual. Now, when Jupiter will be traveling, now Saturn aspects the sign Pisces by 3rd aspect. So these signs are very important: the Capricorn sign, Aquarius sign, and Pisces sign. And Saturn will take 5 years to reach the sign Pisces, and Jupiter will take 3 years to reach Pisces. So these 5 years and 3 years are most important, and especially when the conjunction takes place of Jupiter and Saturn, because the conjunction takes place every 20 years and every 60 years in that particular sign. So Jupiter and Saturn, they were together in 1961, now they are together in 2020, and after another 60 years they will again be in Capricorn. But this conjunction is very important because this has happened after 800 years. It happened, very close conjunction took place in 1216. Now this conjunction is taking place at 5 and 6 degrees. Now it is, since Jupiter aspect will be on the 7th aspect of Jupiter from Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces is also very important, and they have a common 7th aspect between Saturn and Jupiter. The 7th aspect becomes very important. So what happens? That means apart from Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, the signs which are important are Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So if you have benefic planets in these signs, what are the signs? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Leo and Cancer, Leo and Virgo. If you have benefic planets like Mercury, Venus, Jupiter sitting alone, then this transit will be very good. And especially when will the fructification take place? When Jupiter will aspect these particular planets placed in your chart degree wise. I have given 3 examples in the article, and I have even given the dates. And apart from this, apart from Jupiter and Saturn transiting in a particular sign, if they also activate the mid-cusp lord of the 10th house and a yogi graha, then it is super, then it becomes a super transit. So apart from activating the natal planets which are benefic like Venus, Mercury and Jupiter, if the sign happens to be the Vyavsaya Saham, meaning what is Vyavsaya Saham? Vyavsaya Saham is adding the longitude of the Lagna Lord and the 10th Lord, and that Saham, when this is activated both by Jupiter and Saturn, is a very precious time for any person in his life, for his career, job or business. Similarly, if this transit of Jupiter and Saturn is also activating the mid-cusp lord of the 10th house, then it will be very excellent time, excellent opportunities coming in the life of the native. So friends, this transit becomes very important. So as I have told you that if there are planets in these signs, in these 6 signs, which are Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, it will be very good. The other thing is, if Rahu also joins with these Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, it will be again super. So, but the degree activation has to be very important. First, the degree activation of a planet which is of the lower degrees, then the activation of the planet which is of higher degrees. When both the planets are activated, a person will feel, there will be progress, prosperity in his life. He will achieve everything for the coming 10 or 20 years, because this transit is Jupiter and Saturn takes place for 20 years. And after 10 years, there will be opposition. So, minimum effect will be for 10 years. So, another transit is that if there is in these signs Mars, Ketu, Saturn and Moon, then it will not be very good. They should be singularly placed. Mars, Saturn, Moon, Ketu. Then it will not be very good. But what happens in the case of Mercury and Rahu? Because if Mercury and Rahu are together and Ketu is in one of these signs, then it will be a mixture. But Mercury and Rahu being activated will definitely give some prosperity. So, and the next is that if Saturn and Ketu are activated, right? If Saturn and Ketu are activated, or Sun or Ketu are activated, then it is a time for Adhyatam. It is a time for spirituality. So, so friends, I have already mentioned in the details in this article. I have discussed 3 charts. The first chart is of Cancer Lagna and Venus is of 25 degrees. So Venus will be activated by the transit Jupiter in Capricorn, because it will have an aspect, 7th aspect on Cancer at 25 degrees on the 15th March 2021. So this native will have a positive effect. There will be prosperity. What is Venus? The luxuries. Venus is luxuries. Venus is the lord of the 4th house in this case. It is the lord of the 11th house. So renovation of our house, change of our house, or some vehicles, all this will come. And whatever she has tried to gain in her life, this may be the time for achieving the coming 10 years, 10 to 20 years. But the coming immediately fructification will take place when Jupiter goes in the sign Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. what it means for 20 years, that a person will step into a higher pedestal. It will step into the shoes of higher pedestal, you know. It will, supposing if I give a parallel example, somebody is on a 5th stair, so he may go on the 10th stair. So like that, it may climb 5 stairs. So as far as status is concerned, as far as prosperity is concerned, as far as general living is concerned, so this is a very good time. So similarly, if Mars, Saturn, Ketu or Moon are placed, then it is not good. In this first case, Moon is also there at 8 degrees. So before 5th of January, she may experience some difficulties as far as the Moon is concerned. Moon is the Lagna Lord and Moon is the mind. So she may, whatever she is trying to achieve may not be achieved before the 5th of January. But after 5th of January, on the 15th of March, after 15th of March, she will have success in all the fields. And then if she does not have any planet in Aquarius and Leo, then she has a planet in Pisces. So Pisces, she has Jupiter, and Jupiter will be activated. That is the best time she will have. I have given the date that time will be excellent because it's the 9th Lord, Bhagya. Jupiter will be activating the Bhagya, and Saturn will also be activating the Bhagya by the 3rd aspect. So it will be a wonderful time for this native, and she will have prosperity all around. So friends, similarly the second chart, she also has Venus in the 6th house. It's the Venus is a Yog Karka for her, the 4th Lord and the 9th Lord placed in the 6th house, 10th house from the 9th house. So this Venus will be activated. It is clear cut that 4th house is activated, and 4th house and 9th house is activated, and she is running the Dasha of Rahu, which is placed in the 5th house, and clearly in the sign Gemini clearly shows that she will have a change in the country. Because change in the country, and because Rahu is placed in the sign Gemini and she is running the Dasha of Gemini of Rahu, and Gemini signs indicates the west. Probably she may shift the country, her country may be Canada towards the west, and incidentally she is trying for Canada only. So friends, and the third chart, and similarly I have given the examples for when when Jupiter goes in Aquarius, it will aspect the Sun, and it is the 7th house and the 7th Lord. So it will be good for her husband. It will be good for settling down in a country, because 7th house is also settling abroad, and it will be very good. And it is also, you know, a good image she will achieve. It is that 4th from the 4th and 10th from the 10th, so she will also get a good job. So talking about the third chart with Gemini Lagna, first of all, the Mercury is the mid-cusp planet of the 10th house. It will be activated by both Jupiter and Saturn. Wonderful. And then Rahu is the Yogi planet. The Yogi planet will be activated, and the third is Mercury and Rahu will be activated. So although it will be the Jupiter and Saturn will be over Ketu, but apart over Ketu are not good, but aspecting the Mercury and Rahu and the other two parameters is extremely good, and he will be getting opportunities in his career. He will be getting opportunities. He may shift his country, because the 4th Lord is with Rahu, and the 4th Lord is activated, Rahu is activated, and he is running the Dasha of Ketu Moon and Ketu Mars. Probably in the Dasha of Ketu Mars he may shift the country. So friends, this is all I just wanted to share. I have given complete details, and if anybody wants to find out, he can put a question and I can answer it. So thank you for listening to me. Have a good day, and that's about all for the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter as per Nadi Granthas. Thank you.